Well, hello everyone. Good. Going here in just a second. Hi everyone. I am so glad that you're hopping on and joining me here today. We're going to be finishing up our series on Overcoming Overwhelm today. And Dog Talks is on. Good to see you today. Classic Legacy. Good to see you again too, Catherine. I enjoyed your podcast yesterday, or your Periscope. ICANN is on. Good to see you too. Gina is on. Dog Talk said, hi everyone. I hope your tails are wagging with excitement today. That is very cute. One of our girls here at work just got a new dog this week, and so that's fun. Good to see you, Catherine. I'm so glad you're on today. So we're going to be ending our series today on Overcoming Overwhelm, and I think this is something that is just universal with self-employed entrepreneurs, or maybe you are a manager in a business, and those are just things that we all struggle with. So, sorry, I feel like a wreck today. It's raining outside, and just one of those Kansas windy days. So here we go. I'm going to go live on Facebook, and we will get started. So in 3, 2, 1. Good morning, and hi from Turkey as well. Good to have you. What's your name? Well, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Vicki Adrian, and I am a longtime retailer in the little town of Buhler, Kansas. And I have been doing what I love to do for 33 years now. But I also help other entrepreneurs, self-employed people, retailers, take their business to the next level through building great relationships with their customers. So I love relationship marketing, and I love working with other business owners. And so I try to bring you the best value I can every morning about 8:15 Central Time. And I just want you to know I so appreciate those of you that are on today. So here we go. I've got several things for you today, so I'm going to get going, and thank you so much. So I titled this today, Give Yourself Grace, New Habits Take Time. So all week we've been talking about ways that we can overcome the overwhelming feeling of just so much to do. I think that as business owners, we never run out of projects. We never run out of things to do. So in the book, The Power of Habit, which if you haven't read, I would certainly recommend this one. And Gina, hi, I see you're joining. So good to have you today. I just love that you're such a loyal listener. So in the book, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, he explores why we do what we do in life and business. And he argues that much of our lives is just ruled by unconscious habits, both good and bad, but that becoming consciously aware of the cues that trigger our habits and those rewards that they provide, we can change our bad habits into good ones. And in his book, he talks about everything from losing weight to taking back control of your business to taking back control of your calendar. And he has lots of science behind this. And so it's an excellent book, and I'll try to link that again on our Facebook page. President Dwight D. Eisenhower once said, "What is important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important." The late, great Stephen Covey, who I'm such a fan of his, he presented this idea in his excellent book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I believe this is a must read for every business owner, by the way. Especially our young business owners just may not have heard of that book. And I don't care what age you are, these 7 habits never change. And I would highly recommend reading that book. So when we're feeling that sickening, we all know that feeling of overwhelm. It usually means that we've slipped back into old habits of working on the next mini crisis instead of prioritizing our work. So it's time to go back to that old Stephen Covey Grid. Number 1, the first square is urgent, important. Examples of this are a project that is the deadline is tomorrow, a tax payment that's due in 3 days. This results in stress, in burnout, and in feeling out of control. Our second quadrant is not urgent but important. So examples of this are planning, setting up systems, strategy, goal setting. And this quadrant results in long-term perspective. Very few crises, control, and growth. That's the place that you want to live, by the way. Number 3 is urgent, not important. And examples of these are unimportant requests, social phone calls. And the results of this is that your progress is delayed and that deadlines are jeopardized. And of course, the 4th quadrant is not urgent, not important. And someone's saying, hairdryer in the background. Oh boy, I wish. I will tell you about that. My server crashed, and so I have this giant box in my office that is trying to extract all the information from my server that it possibly can. And it's going to be with us for a while. However, this is the only place in my building I can get a signal strong enough to do Periscope and Facebook Live. So I apologize. I know that it's annoying, and I'm living with it every day. So again, so sorry for the background noise. So back to number 4, not urgent, not important. And examples of this: playing games at work, purely social Facebook, or social media, which leads to the result of you just never get ahead or complete failure. So business owners or parents or just people in general who spend most of their time in quadrant 1 are in firefighter mode, and they are usually feeling stressed out. They're reacting almost all the time, and because they're constantly dealing with things that are both important and urgent, so in other words, they must get these things done right away, and this is not a good way to live. This is a very tough way to live. So today is the last day that I'm going to, Stephen Flo, good to have you on here today. I love seeing you guys on here. So today's the last day that I'm going to be offering our free download, 22 Ways to Overcome Overwhelm. I'll put it up here. This is the last time. This is an action plan that you can download. You can just take a screenshot of this. There it is for Facebook. Here, I'm going to move it over here for our Periscope people. Just take a screenshot of that and download that. I see some cameras going. We'll send that to you right away. But this is just a list of actionable things that you can do today to get started beating that feeling of overwhelm. So there, did everybody get it that wanted it? I'm going to put it away. There we go. Okay, back to today's topic. So I've got a few more tips. We've been working on this all week, but I have a few more tips to help you take action to get control of these overwhelming feelings. And here we go. Number 1, OMD. Off my desk. Make a concerted effort to handle each item that comes across your desk only once. Do not stack it in a pile and think, I'll get back to that later. This is just death by stacks of papers. Each morning, make a clean sweep of your desk while reciting the mantra, OMD, OMD, OMD. If you don't think of anything else today, think OMD, off my desk. Especially, we're recording this on a Friday, get it off the desk. You don't want to face that on Monday. File it in an appropriate place. Number 2, and it kind of goes with OMD, get rid of clutter. For those of you that have followed us for a while, a couple of weeks ago, I just went into a mode. I could not stay in my office one more second, and went through and filled an entire trash dumpster with things that I did not need. I haven't missed a single item that I threw away that day. So it's hard for your brain to concentrate when you have so much stuff around you. And those of us in the retail space, our stores are filled with products. Everywhere we look, there are things. Catherine, I think of you in your creative space. You must just have all these parts for all of these gifts that you create. So yes, clutter can be a pain. Thank you for sharing that. So get it filed. Yes, she says I'm a big filer. Get some files set up, and Flo says threw mine on Steve's desk. That's a good idea too. I need a Steve evidently. So, but just get rid of it. File it, throw it away, hand it off to someone else to complete that task so you can get it. Catherine says lots of drawers with labels. Good ideas, but get rid of that clutter. Number 3, know how long it takes. This is something I am so guilty of. I'm just notorious for assuming that tasks can take much less time than they actually take. I always think, oh, I can get that done in 15 minutes, and discover that, it really takes 30 minutes to do that. So, let's see. That way you don't add so many tasks to your day, and you actually have a little time between what you're doing. And so just don't add so many tasks to your calendar. Really prioritize, say no, but know how long it takes, and then double that time. Lastly, and this is so important, and Stephen Flo, I'm glad you're on, put on your CEO hat. You are the CEO of your business or not, whether it says that on your business card or not. And Steve is working with me to also become the CFO, our Chief Financial Officer. But maybe you're also the shipping manager. Maybe you're the janitorial department. These are all things that, especially when we're starting out as an entrepreneur, we are wearing all the hats, and I think that we need to put the hats on in the right order. But the most important hat you can put on is your CEO hat. You need to constantly ask the question, what are the priority tasks for the ultimate success of my business? And we've talked so many times, it's looking at those finances every single week, always knowing where you're at. Sometimes what seems like the right thing to do in that moment is not actually the right thing for your business. And so take a look at the most important things that you do. Put a sticky note. Oh, remember, the CFO is the boss over the CEO. Oh my, that is so very true. Thank you, Steve, for sharing that. So absolutely, that is true. So we've been talking about overwhelm in this series, and I'm sure we'll address it again because, as I talk to business owners on a daily basis, the word overwhelm, I'm just feeling stressed out. I just don't know what to do next. All of these things come up in almost every conversation. And so we're going to leave the subject for a little bit and move on to our next topic. But I just want you to know that this is something that is an ongoing problem. We have to keep addressing it. And it's okay to come back, gather together, meet with some of your other friends that are entrepreneurs and small business owners, and work through some of these things together. So I want to thank you for joining me today. We've had a lot of people on today from all over the world, and I love that you've jumped on here with me. I hope that this makes a difference in your life. Is overwhelm the result of not delegating? Absolutely. We've talked a lot here about delegating, and one idea from someone yesterday was just put everything that you do on a separate sticky note, and then take a piece of wall space, basically stick them up there. What things can you delegate? What do you not need to do? What can someone else be doing for you? What can you just throw away and not do? And then net it down to the most important things that you must do. Hire someone to, just like we talked earlier, I have someone that comes in and just pays my bills. She comes in for like an hour and a half a week. And, but it frees me up to do other things that I am actually really good at. And amazingly, our vendors get paid, which is, something I wasn't always good at years ago. So, again, I'll hold this up. If you missed it, or if you just jumped on, you can get our free PDF download, which is our 22 ways to overcome overwhelm. Just take a screenshot of that there. There we go, a couple of cameras going. 1, 2, 3, I'm going to put it away, and there it is for Facebook. There you go. And there's our little overwhelmed girl. How many of you have felt like this? I have definitely felt like this. So, and Flo and Steve are saying, get rid of the clutter. Absolutely, just throw it out. Sticky notes as the wall is a good idea. New way to wallpaper the office. Now, I think we're going to have to narrow down your tasks if you can wallpaper the office with it. So if you're listening today and you're not already on our email list, please just take 30 seconds today. Go over to remarkableretailer.com. You're going to see my picture up in the right-hand corner. Just click on that and sign up to get our emails. We don't overwhelm you with emails. We know you have plenty of other things to do. but I think we send some good things out. Your homework today is to go to YouTube, search for Stephen Covey's Big Rocks video, and just watch that today. I know many of you on here will have watched that many times in the past, but this will take you 5 minutes, and I just think it is such an important reminder for all of us that we need to put our big rocks in first. So that's your homework for today. Steve's always giving me homework, so I'm going to pass that on and give you some homework. Some other homework for you might be, if you're new here, you can catch over 90. Yes, the Big Rocks. It's go to YouTube, search Stephen Covey Big Rocks. And this is not about diamonds, but it's about how to prioritize your time and your life. And I would love to hear what you think of that. So you can always catch, we have over 90 of our previous Periscope episodes over on vimeo.com/Vicki Adrian. And you can go catch up on some of those. Just pick a topic that you are interested in and you can watch these. So if you're learning from our content here, I would love for you to go over to our Facebook page at Remarkable Retailer. Click the like button. Let me know what type of business you're in. I want to bring content that is important to you as you build and grow your business. And so, thank you so much for joining me today. I am so blessed that you've been here, and I hope you have a busy, wonderful weekend in your business. So, and Jill is saying, what time do you broadcast? Hi, Jill. I am on about 8:15 a.m. Central Time. About Monday through Friday. Once in a while I pop in a Saturday scope, but mostly it's Monday through Friday. I may start doing an early evening live on Facebook. We're doing live on Facebook at the same time as I do Periscope. But we'll see where this goes. For those of you that are just joining me now, I hope you'll go back and hit the replay. This is so important to us as small business owners, as entrepreneurs, and those of us that are just self-employed, that we don't need to do this on our own. We can become a part of a community that supports each other and that just gives basic good business tips, things that we can use in the trenches every day. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you all again on Monday, and we'll start our new series. And Dog Talks says, I'm in a dog consultant business. I help dogs solve their owners' behavior problems. I love that. I think that is so cool. So I'm so glad that you joined me, whether you are in the dog consulting business, or you have a retail store like I do, or you have an insurance business, or we have a taxidermist that is joining us. We have salon owners and massage therapists and just all kinds of things. So no matter what type of business that you're in, we all face many of the same similar issues. I will talk to you again. I know I've already gone long today, and I know you all have plenty to do. So we will see you next time. Again, thank you for joining me. Bye-bye. Thank you. I'm so glad you're on today as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.